Hi students, now coming to the next topic, input and output functions in Python. In this video, let us see about what are the input and output functions are used in Python programming language. Okay, a program needs to interact with the user to accomplish the desired task. What does it mean? In some places, you have to connect with the program, which means you have to give the input from the input device for getting the specific output at the runtime of the program. Okay, so this can be done by input and output functions. In Python programming language, for input, we are using input function. For output, we are using print function. In Python, the input function is used to give input and print function is used to output. Okay, let us discuss these two functions in briefly. Okay, this input function helps to enter data at a runtime by the user. Okay, what is the use of input function? It helps to enter data at a runtime by the user, which means after typing the program, you have to run your program to get the output or result. At that time, you will be asked to enter input value in some places. So you have to enter the data. Okay. What is the use of print function? It is used to display the result of a program on the output screen after execution. This print function is used to display the result of a program on the output screen after execution. Okay, so this output function is used to display the results. So let us see the syntax of the print function. Okay, syntax: print, after that parenthesis, double quotes, write the string within this double quotes. Okay, close the double quotes and close the parenthesis. That's all. Okay, this is the syntax of print function. Let's see another one syntax: print variable. Print, in between open and close parenthesis, write the variable. So this is another one syntax. Okay, so let us see what is the difference between these two syntaxes. Okay, print, open parenthesis and double quotes, in between parenthesis I have written name within double quotes. Okay, so what is the output of this code? Here this name is called a string or message. Okay, when you typing this code, it will print the string that is present within the parenthesis. So output of this code is name. Output, because whatever string giving within double quotes in the print function, that all the string will be displayed on the screen. Okay, so here name is the output. So what is the output of this code? String to be displayed as output. This is the output. Okay, next I am writing another one code: print name. See what is the difference? Here double quotes is given, but here double quotes is not given. Okay, so what is the output of this code? Name. It is right or wrong? Wrong. It is not right. Okay, it is wrong. Then what will be the output of this code? Here double quotes is not given, so this is called a variable. This is called a variable. This is not a string, this is not a message, this is called a variable. So this variable has some value. Okay, this name has some value. Here it prints that value in the output screen. Suppose this name has the value Ram, you will get the output for this code is Ram. Okay, what is the output? Ram. Because here this name is called a variable, you have to print the value of that variable. So what is the value? Ram. So the output is Ram. Let us see another one example. X equal to 10. Print X. So what is the output of this code? Here double quotes is not given. So it is not a string, it is not a message, it is a variable. So you have to print the value of this variable. What is the value of X? X equal to 10. So what is the output of this code? 10. So if double quotes is given within the print function, you have to print that whole message in the output screen. If double quotes is not present within the print function, that is called variable, you have to print the value of that variable. Okay, let's see another one example. Suppose you want to print the message, welcome to Python programming. How will you write? Print welcome to Python programming. Here double quotes is given, so it is called a string, or you can call this as message. Here it prints the whole message in the output screen. What is the output? Welcome to Python programming. You will get the output like this. Okay, let's see another one example. X equal to 5, y equal to 6, z equal to x plus y, and then print z. So what is the output of this code? X value is given, y value is given, z equal to x plus y, print z. Here double quotes is not given. Okay, so this z is called a variable. Here it prints the value of z. So what is the value of z? Z equal to x plus y. X is what? 5. Y is 6. So x plus y means 5 plus 6. So z equal to what? 5 plus 6 equal to 11. Here you have to print the value of z. So now what is the value of z? 11. So output is what? 11. If you want to print the sum equal to, close the double quotes and then comma z. The sum is equal to, double quotes is given, so you will get this whole message in the output screen. The sum equal to, then here comma is given. It is used to separate two variables or separate two strings. Okay, so this comma is called as separator. Okay, then z. Here double quotes is not given, so you have to print the value of this z. What is the value of z? 11. Okay, 11. So this is the output of this code. Next write print the sum of, double quotes is closing here, and write x, next comma, and again double quotes, and here closing y. This y is without double quotes, and again within double quotes is set without double quotes. So what will be the output of this code? See here, this is given within the double quotes. So the sum of, next x, no double quotes, so this is called variable. Write the value of this x. What is the value of x? 5. This comma is called as separator. Okay, and write again, and because it is given in the double quotes, and y. What is the value of y? 6. And again write this is, because it is given in the double quotes, and what is the value of z? 11, because it is variable. Okay, so the sum of 5 and 6 is 11. So these are the examples for output function, that is print function. Okay. Now let us see about input function. What is the use of input function? This input function is used to accept data as input from the user at runtime. Okay. So how will you write the syntax of input function? First you have to write the variable. Variable is nothing but memory location that is used to store the values. For example, A is a variable, 5 is a value. This value is stored in the variable A. Here A is called as variable. Is equal to input within parenthesis double quotes prompt string. So this is the syntax of input function. So this is print function, this is input function. Okay. Here what is prompt string? Prompt string is a statement or message to the user to know what type of input can be given. Okay. So see one example. City is a variable. Okay. Next equal to, next write input. Within this parenthesis you have to write the prompt string. What is the prompt string? Enter your city. After typing this code, this prompt string enter your city will be displayed on the output screen. The interpreter asks to you to enter the input, which means to enter your city. Here you can type your city. Okay. See here, this is the output screen. Okay. In this output screen, the interpreter asks to you to enter the input, which means to enter your city. Enter your city. So here you have to write your city name. Okay. If your city name is Madurai, you can write here Madurai. Okay, this prompt string displays in the output screen, so you can understand what input you have to give. Okay, because it is telling to enter your city name, so you are typing your city name. Next I am going to write the print statement. Print I am from city. Print I am from within double quotes and next is city. For this code you will get the output like this. I am from and next what? City. City is a variable. What is the value of this variable? Madurai. Okay. So here write value of this city variable. Okay. What is the value? Madurai. I am from Madurai. So you will get output like this. Here you have given the prompt string, so it is displayed on the monitor. Okay, which means it displays like this, enter your city. Here you have to type expected input from the keyboard, that is Madurai. After typing this data, it will be stored in the given variable city. Okay, city is equal to Madurai. And next in the output function you will get the output like this. Okay. Here I have written the syntax and example with the prompt string. Okay, but we are not giving prompt string in the input function, then no message will be displayed on the output screen. Okay, for example, if you are giving the input function without this prompt string, write like this. Okay, city is equal to input parenthesis. Here I have not given any prompt string. Okay, for this code what output you will get? This is the output screen. Here I have given prompt string, so this prompt string is displayed on the output screen. But here I have not given any prompt string, so no message is displayed on the screen. Okay, so nothing displays in the monitor, so you don't know what you have to type as input. At this situation, you may type the irrelevant data like this: Rajan. Because here prompt string is not displayed, So you have no idea what you have to give as an input. So you are writing irrelevant data, which means unexpected input. Okay. Next, print statement is print I am from. It is within double quotes and comma. Next, city. So for this code, you will get the output I am from. City is what? What is the value that you given for city variable? Rajarajan. Okay. So here, what is the value of city? Rajarajan. I am from Rajarajan. See here, the city is a place name, but Rajarajan is a person name. For variable city, you have entered your name. So this is unmatched data for this variable city. Okay. So when you print this statement, you will get the output I am from Rajarajan. This is unexpected output. Okay. So if you are not giving prompt string in the input function, you will get the unexpected results like this. Okay. So you must give the prompt string in the input function. Okay. So this is about the input function. This input function accepts all data as string or characters, but not as numbers. If you are giving numeric value as input, that is explicitly converted into numeric data type. How it will be converted? Using IND function. Okay. Using IND function. This function is used to convert string data as integer data. This function is used to convert string data as integer data explicitly. This input function only accepts string or characters, but it will not accept numbers, but it converts string data as integer data explicitly using IND function. Okay. See one example. X equal to, this is the variable name. Next, int within parenthesis input, and write enter number 1. And the next variable is y is equal to int. Next, write input, enter number 2. Next, print the sum equal to x plus y. You will get the output like this. Enter number 1, 34, enter number 2, 56. So the sum equal to x plus y means 90. So this is about input and output functions in Python. Thank you.